Okay, so I gave back your quiz. Most of you guys did pretty well on it. So your test is going to be a combination of what you saw in the quiz, area for side angle side or side side. If it's not side angle side, we got to get it into side angle sides using law of sine so that we can apply the area rule, and then also word problems. Okay, so that's what we can expect on the test tomorrow. Formulas will not be provided on the test, so we're going to make sure we memorize it. You guys are good with law of sines. You were able to memorize law of cosines for your quiz, and now we'll do the same thing for the area as well. Remember, area is just 1/2 AB sine of C, or just as long as it's side angle side, you're just multiplying side times sine of whatever the angle is. Right? You know what a side angle side looks like, so once you get to that point, that shouldn't be a whole lot to memorize. And then just understand that area for side is a two-step process, right? Find the semi-perimeter first. So 1/2 of A plus B plus C, and once you have that semi-perimeter, then you dump into your side formula. Square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. All this means is that you're subtracting each of the side lengths of the triangle. You can enter all this into the calculator all at once. Okay. So you guys were able to do this on the quiz. Just have to remember there's an area formula for side angle side and for side. Okay. Okay. Make sure you bring your calculators tomorrow. All right. So I like to focus mainly on word problems today. So go ahead and try number 1, and I'll be working out the problems as you guys are working on it as well. Okay. And I'll go over each problem after you guys had a chance to try them. Okay.
That's how vending machines work.
Sorry. Okay, so double check my work as you guys are working through it. Bring one tomorrow. Okay. Okay, let me talk about what I did for number 1. So we have 2 lookout towers. They're looking up and seeing that there's a fire between it, the smoke rising. We have the angles identified, angle L and angle M. It's asking, the towers are 50 kilometers apart. It's asking how far the fire is from tower L. So we're trying to figure out this M, right? That M is that distance from the fire to tower L. So we know to find M, I'm going to set up using law of sines, but first things first, I need to find this opposite angle. So 40 and 65, subtract this from 180, I'll get 75. So now we can set up using law of sines, right? Sine M over angle over sine of 65 is equal to 50 over sine of 75. Cross multiply. $46.914. Do you guys get that? Okay, any questions with 1? Okay, number 2. Okay, so it says to measure the height of Mathtastic building, a person stands away from the base. So this is what I'm trying to measure here, the height. He's standing away at a certain point. the angle of elevation is 55.7 degrees. Then from this point, he's going to move 194 feet closer, 194 feet closer. He stands at point B, he looks up, and that angle of elevation has become steeper, 72.1 degrees. How tall is this Mathtastic building? Okay. Two-step process, right? We have to figure out information about this obtuse triangle. And then once we can get that, then we can move to the right triangle on the right side. Maybe SOHCAHTOA can help us figure out this side Y. Figure out. Okay. Once you can find the obtuse, and this obtuse angle here is just going to be related to that 72.1 degrees. Subtract from 180, 107.9. Once you have two angles of a triangle, I can quickly get to that third angle, 16.4. Now I can use law of sines to figure out this side A that I need for my triangle on the right. Mm-hmm. Okay, any issues with solving for this side length of the triangle on the left? So now we can shift our focus to the right triangle. If we simply rely on SOHCAHTOA, we can find side Y, right? Looks like I have opposite over hypotenuse, I can use sine.
Why can't you use all signs for like the right angle? Oh wait, no.
Yeah, just SOHCAHTOA on the right side. Yeah, SOHCAHTOA can do it. Okay, any questions with 2? Number 3 is going to feel very similar in terms of the setup, so go ahead and try number 3 to see if those steps, you can recreate those similar steps as number 2. Okay, virtually identical setup as number 2, just different numbers. Any questions with number 3? Yeah, question?
Why is it right angle?
Why is there a right angle here? I guess we're creating that right triangle on our own so that we can take advantage of it. So we just want to kind of think of the distance from the, either the A pointer or point B to the center of the mountain, and then so that we can find that vertical height, right? I need that vertical height to show up, so that's just naturally going to allow me to create a right triangle out of it.
Number 2 was a building, but this is a mountain, so I thought it would be a 2.
Yeah, I think the reason is because ultimately it's asking for the height of the mountain or height of the building, and we're asking about the height. We have to measure it from the ground vertically up to the top of the mountain. So even though the mountain, we're not visibly able to look straight up, we can still kind of have this imaginary vertical height, right? Because if we're just measuring this distance, then that's not technically the height of the mountain. So, okay. Any questions with 3? Any other questions with 3? All right. Anybody still need to look at number 3? All right. Number 4. Okay, let me read number 4 here. Number 4 says 2 airplanes leave Berlin, one heading straight for London, the other headed straight for Paris. Use law of cosines to estimate the measure of the angle of theta they will form. So yeah, we have side, side, side. We can use law of cosines, and you can rearrange them using A, B, and C if you like. I just decided to keep the letters that I had there. I use B, L, and P. So it's really up to you. But I call this 882 side length L. I call 939 side length lowercase p. And then I call 345 side length lowercase b. I know I'm trying to find angle theta. Angle theta, I'm going to treat it like angle B. So I'm just going to build using law of cosines, using B, P, and L. I know that I'm trying to target angle B, so I know that I'm going to include lowercase b and uppercase b. But if you rename it as A, B, and C, that's fine as well. We'll get the same result. But it's just a variation of law of cosines. And then once you get done with part A, then part B, you can find the area of the triangle. Area of a triangle, side, side, side. So you guys can practice using the side, side, side area formula that we did from a couple days ago and yesterday, right? You got to find that semi-perimeter and then put it into the area formula. So practice this and make sure that we're kind of working towards memorizing how to use the area formula, whether it's side, side, side or side angle side. Okay, so this is a good problem for us to really practice making sure that we're careful, especially moving things away from this angle B, right? And this is where I saw a lot of mistakes with either combining values wrong or keep losing track of a negative and that throwing off your angle. So really practice using your calculator with this. Yes. Okay, does anybody still need to look at number 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, issues with number 4? Everybody good with 4? Okay, let's read number 5. Some students in pre-calc are assigned the task of measuring the distance between 2 trees separated by a swamp. Students measure that the angle formed by tree A, point C, and B is 27, so that is basically telling us angle C is 27. Angle ABC is 85, ABC, that's 85. If AC is 150 feet, how far apart are the trees? So we're talking about tree A and tree B. We're ultimately looking for side C. So I think law of sines can help us get there. Side length over offset angle equals side length over offset angle. So that's part A. Part B, we're going to find the area of a triangle. Okay, law of sines can help me solve for side C. C over sine 27 equals 150 over sine 85. Cross multiply, get C by itself. Calculator work. Right, any question with part A? Okay, part B, let's practice using side angle side. Do I have enough information to create side angle side? Almost, right? What can I find quickly to get that side angle side? Yeah, let's get that angle A, right? If I get angle A, then I can do side angle side because I have side C and I have this 150. What's the unit of measure? Square feet. Okay, any questions? Yeah. Okay, if you feel pretty comfortable about this worksheet, that means I think you feel pretty good about the new material that we've done since the quiz. To study for the test tomorrow, most of you guys did really well on the quiz, but what I may suggest you do is see if you can work through those problems that you did well on the quiz, just so you can keep everything fresh in your mind, right? Redo those problems, and you should be good with those material, right? Yesterday we did some ambiguous case problems, and you guys seem to be pretty good with those. So yeah, just look over your quiz, review it to make sure those are still strong in your mind, and look over this worksheet. I'll have a help session tomorrow, though, if you need it, fourth period before your test. Okay. Review your formulas. Make sure you can recall all the formulas that you have to memorize, right? And then bring your calculators, and I'll send out a text remind this afternoon.